All right, everybody, welcome back to AGA.
Yes,
hey,
welcome.
before you guys get too mad, we understand, we agree with you.
Yes, we do.
Carcassonne is pretty much the best board game of the year, or board game ever, not just board game of the year, but board game ever. It's really, honestly, probably my favorite board game that's ever been invented. However, the three that we have listed here are board games that we really like, and that we've probably played as much, almost as much as Carcassonne.
That's true.
And so you may not even like Carcassonne. That's okay. You can be wrong.
We all are wrong. We're all wrong
about some things. We're not wrong about this.
No, this is. Yes.
But so let's get into it. None of these are, by the way, board games of the year. We tried to steer away from. Some were contenders, some of them were in the background, which is why they're so popular. But none of them were board games of the year, and so we just want to kind of steer away from that and go for some other ones that we really enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about it. First one, we're going to talk about Machi Koro. Okay, so Machi Koro, I think this was one that was a contender for board game of the year, but didn't win.
It was.
And there's just something special about Machi Koro. So in essence, we'll roll in some B-roll here, but with Machi Koro, there's 20 different cards you can choose.
There's so many, yeah.
And in your turn, you buy cards, and then they come in front of you, and then at the beginning of everyone's turn, each person rolls dice, or a die, depending on the situation.
And then depending what that dice shows, and the cards that you have, you either get money or you don't that round.
Yeah, and there are different cards. Like some cards earn money no matter who rolls it. Some only if you roll it. Some only if other people roll it.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, and then the cards can work together. Like if you have two different cards, and these cards say, hey, if you have the corresponding card with this one, you earn more points.
It's even more money, yeah.
The more money. And so it's just really fun because depending on which ones you choose and which strategy you take, it's just replayable. It's just different. There's variability, and even though you play with dice as the main core mechanic, everything
else is strategy.
There's so much skill and strategy to it that it's just really, really awesome. It's I would say it's probably my top 5 board games that I like to play, period.
Same. Yep, absolutely. I definitely agree with that statement.
And so anyway, the whole purpose of the game is to build your city. So you have 4, depending on how many expansions you have. There are 4 or 6 cards. And so you're building your city and making more money. And as you do that, you start to flip different.
You buy the cards to flip the.
And then you buy them, and then it's like, hey, you can build a. Well, what are they? You can build just different aspects of the city. I can't off the top of my head, can't remember what they are, but you can build them, and as you flip
one of them is like a mall or something like that.
Yeah, just different parts of the city, and as you do that, you get different abilities. You can re-roll a die. You can
roll 2 dice instead of 1, which then gives you more money.
Exactly right, and so it's just really cool from that perspective. And so that would be one we would say, man, this one is definitely a contender if you're comparing it to Carcassonne.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is 5 Tribes.
Ooh,
now,
5 Tribes.
I will say this. 5 Tribes is phenomenal. I will say also that it's much more complicated, I would say, probably than Carcassonne.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's just more happening, more strategies that you can take, more you have to pay attention to. But in essence with 5 Tribes it's like this grid of 6 by 5, so 6 little squares, boom, 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 that make up the board by 5 deep. And so there's 30 squares there, and there's little meeples, 3 meeples on every one. And there's 5 different colors of meeples, and each meeple has a different ability. Like the red meeples can kill other meeples, or kill meeples that are in front of players, and green meeples get you points, and just different abilities of them. Like yellow meeples, if you get yellow meeples in front of you, it gives you a certain number of points depending on how many more you have than everyone else, right? And so then other ones you can buy cards and you just earn points. And the whole point is to have the most points at the end of the game. And so whoever is able to collect the most number of victory points at the end wins. And there's so many ways to do it.
There's
and
so many.
It's hard to say what makes 5 Tribes so fun. I don't know if it's just the picking up of the meeples and moving around and just the variability of everything. There's so many different things going on that you can do anything. What were you going to say?
That's what makes it so fun for me, is how many different strategies there is and can be. Like you said in the beginning, it is a little bit more complex, but once you learn how many different strategies there are, it opens the world of possibilities in this game.
I mean, there's just so much fun. And so it's, like I said, it's the most complicated one of all the ones we have here, all the 4 that we're talking about, including Carcassonne, obviously. And it's more complex, but I wouldn't say it's a super complex game that people wouldn't do. Maybe it's on the edge of people who don't really like board games, but will play with you because you like them. On the edge, maybe not one they would like, but for anyone who likes board games, if Carcassonne is a standard for you, then Five Tribes is probably one you'd want to do as well. Mm-hmm. And so it's just unique. It's so different than all the other board games, and maybe that's another reason I like it, is that you're picking up meeples and you're going across and trying to pick different things and complete and outmaneuver everybody. It's a high strategy game. Very awesome.
It is. I love it.
Okay, so let's talk about the last one. The last one is
Pirates Cove.
Pirates Cove. Okay, so Pirates Cove is another one. That one's been around for years, actually. Gosh, probably I don't even know how long. I don't even know when it came out. We'll have to put that up down below or up above somewhere. Came out years and years ago. And who doesn't like a game that's all about pirates sailing the seas and fighting people and shooting cannons at each other?
I love it.
There's just something about it. Now, again, different than Carcassonne, but I would say it's about the same level of difficulty. Really nothing extra specially difficult. In essence, you all have these dials that at the beginning of a turn, everyone does it. You dial into where you're going, you put it down, and everyone reveals at the same time. And sometimes like 4 people go to an island. And we'll put the board in there because I haven't explained that. But there's like 6 different islands you can go to. And then you dial in where you're going every round. And so
depending on how many people go to that island, you kind of have to fight them.
Because only one person can stay.
Exactly. So you have to fight them, kick them off your island so that you can collect the loot off that island.
Right, so there's different awards that are awarded for the winner, and then everyone else gets kicked out, and they have to go and fix their ship and stuff. Yeah. But the winner then gets to take all the stuff. They get the booty, they get the gold, they get the
fame.
The fame, and you're trying to, in essence, what you're trying to do in the board game is be the most famous pirate or most infamous pirate.
Yeah.
And you do that by winning islands, by fighting other people. You get certain victory points. And by just collecting the fame at certain places. And so it's really the theme in this game, I would say, is the most important and fun aspect of it, because you're all dialing in, okay, what island am I going to go to of the 6 that I can go to? Am I going to go to Treasure Island, or am I going to go to the Cannon Island? Because depending on which island you go to, you can upgrade that part of your ship. So throughout the game, your ships are getting stronger and stronger and stronger, or weaker if you get in a fight. Because if they shoot your cannons, you lose power in your cannons, and then you have to go to that island and upgrade your cannons. And so there's just that fun.
There's so much strategy in this game as well, because you have to think like, okay, what is everyone wanting to go to increase their ship? So all the ships are in front of you, so you can see everyone's, and you're like, they're probably going to go to the sail island. So then you have to go somewhere else so you don't have to battle them if they're stronger than you. Or you can go to an island that you know someone else is probably going to go to
kill them.
Because you're bigger, so you can kill them, get them out of the competition. You know.
Yeah, it's just there's so many things fun about this game, and that's why we like it so much. Is that, and quite honestly, I'm not good at this game. I don't know about you. I'm really just not good at this game. I don't know if I've ever won it, but I still like to play it because it's just this fun. Hey, let's go fight our pirate ships and see who can be the most infamous pirate. The other thing is that there's a really famous pirate from history, going from island to island.
Is it Blackbeard?
Not all the time. Sometimes
that's right.
Ones.
It changes. That's right.
But Blackbeard is going around, and you have to avoid him because he's really strong and stuff. So if you're looking for a fun themed game that you can be bad at and still like to play, this is the one to get. Okay. All right, you guys, those are the 3 that we would say are better than Carcassonne. I'm not sure we would say anything's better than Carcassonne. We really like Carcassonne just as a classic, fun game we can always pull out and love.
Definitely competitors to Carcassonne.
But they are competitors, or ones we really just like a lot. Obviously, there are more. We'd love to hear your comments down below on what you would have put either at the same level of Carcassonne or above Carcassonne. If you agree with us, we hope that we've earned your subscription as well. So give us a subscribe. We're going to have a lot of good stuff coming out. It warms our hearts when you guys do that. Makes us feel happy. If not, at least please just give us a like. Give us feedback in the comments below, and we will see you next time.